Hey, today I'm going to show a nifty integration where Domo can integrate with Slack to send you these custom, these in real-time notifications as they come into your Domo instance. And in this use case, actually, I have it alerting me anytime a data flow fails, and also it'll give me a link to the specific data flow. So if I click on this, it'll take me to the data flow that failed, and then I'll be able to troubleshoot it. So that's the end goal here, what we're trying to do. And the first thing that we'll do is we'll go to the um, we'll be using the Domo governance dataset connector. If you haven't seen this before, I'd highly recommend just looking up a help article there, but we're gonna be pulling the data flow details table. And that table shows things like the data flow name, the ID, if it failed or not, things like that. And so what I did is I pulled this in already. I then created a dataset alert. So you can create alerts both on data sets and on cards. So in this case, I created the alert on the dataset. And if I come here, the way the alert triggers is anytime a row changes, and in this case, I just want to look at the data flow. It's 236 in this example. Um, Anytime it changes, it'll trigger the alert. And what the alert does is it can actually send off a webhook request. And so in this case, this webhook request is going off to Slack. And here's the endpoint that we're using. And so I'll talk a little bit about that. Um, all you need to know is it's just going to be a post request that's going off. And in this case, you can customize the message. So here I have the name of the data set saying that it failed at this time, and then a link to the data flow to look at. So that's a data set alert that we'll be using. And so let's just do a quick example real quick. So I'm just going to start running. I'm going to run this because let's say I've already ran a data set and it failed. And so let's try running this real quick. And this will take a minute. Awesome. So this just finished updating, and I can see it just ran a few seconds ago. So if I come back to my alerts tab, we can see if an alert was triggered. And so I can click on here and we can see 11:45. So we see that 2 alerts just happened. Great. Now, if I come over to my Slack instance and come to the Slack Domo channel, we can see that we have 2 different data sets. So 2 data sets updated, and it looks like 2 of them failed. So in this case, it's giving us the link to these data sets. So how did I do the Slack part? So the Slack part is actually also pretty straightforward. There's a tool in Slack called Workflow Builder, and I believe, I think it's free. So anyway, this is just on the Domo user group channel. But if I come to Workflow Builder and come in here, um, basically you can create these really quick and dirty integrations. So in this case, if I want to edit the one that I've made so far, this is a webhook integration where the first step is anytime a server sends a webhook request, and Slack will generate a unique endpoint for you. You'll just copy that and you'll paste it into your dataset alert. You can also set up variables. It's all in JSON, so it's pretty straightforward. You can then create steps. And so in this case, you can create multiple steps. For mine, it was pretty simple. It was just posting to a specific channel. And so if I come in here, it's like, hey, I wanted to post to Slack Domo. Here's the message text. And I wanted to include a button just for fun. Once you do that, you can publish it and it'll be active after that. And so in this case, you just do a bit of testing. And after that, you get these kind of alerts, right? So in this case, got this alert here, actionable in that I can click on the link and it'll take me to my Domo instance, and I can kind of troubleshoot to figure out what's going on with this data flow. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.